Hello everyone, and welcome back to Vintage Gaming Memories. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment below. And now let's just get right into this one. So what I have here are 3 of Tomy's wind-up and walking games. I have Strolling Bowling from 1979. I have Bumbling Boxing, that's from 1980. And last but not least is Funny Football, and this one is from 1981. So these are games, but I know some say it's a toy because when you see what's really involved, it's not so much of a skill set. It's really just wind up the toy and let it go and see what happens. But it's fun nonetheless. So with these 3, I did get them separately. Only one of them came with a box, and that was the Funny Football. Thought it was pretty cool to see what it looked like. I don't recall this on television as a commercial. The famous one, obviously, is the Strolling Bowling one. You've seen that before.
Strolling bowling, strolling bowling, strolling bowling, strolling bowling. Will you open up the gate? There's a little bowling alley right there. You wind up the ball. It's got little bowling shoes to wear. Strolling bowling, strolling bowling, strolling bowling, strolling bowling. It's a little bowling ball that walks right down the lane.
But the boxing or the football one, it's not really something I'm familiar with. But anyways, here's the box. And you can see there's going to be 2 characters in this one. And you got a football field in which you try to make it down to the end zone. And there's a little football in there as well. So I'll show you how this all goes. And then you can be the judge of it, whether this is truly a game or is it just, like I said, a toy. Let's first start off with the first one, Strolling Bowling. So with Strolling Bowling, I did clean this all up, took it apart, tested it. Some of these don't work, so we really can't show too much of it, but I do want to show you what it looks like and how to set it up. It's kind of cool. It's got a little handle, case, plastic. The sticker showing the bowling lane and the floor itself is really nice. There's really no rips on it, which is why I was happy to get this one off the internet. And opening it up, it's pretty simple. That's the inside, right? So there's my little bowling ball guy, and you can see his little face, sort of. The divots are the notches for his eyes and his nose or his mouth, and there's the wind up and his bowling feet. Pretty cool. And then here's also part of the bowling alley or the lane. So here are my bowling pins. So you take this out. It's pretty simple to set up. Yeah, you could probably go either direction with it because it'll fit, but I'm going to put it on this end just so it's nice and clean. You don't see the writing over here, which would say Strolling Bowling. And then to set the pins up, you just slide this towards the back. It's a spring action. Now we're ready to go. So let's try this. I'm going to give it a shot here. I'm going to wind it up. I want to be careful I don't break it, but okay. And here we go. Got a strike. And that's pretty much how it goes. You just knock the pins down, try to get as many as you can on 2 tries, next player's turn, and then reset the pins and keep score. Very basic. Now the bottom of this, I'll show you how that looks. And I said you just slide it to actually reposition it, and all you're doing is moving that. So it's just, you're really just sliding the whole plastic platform to reset the pins. And of course they'll fall down pretty simple and easily if you do have a little contact. So pretty cool concept, pretty simple, pretty basic, pretty cool to play, I guess. I don't know, you tell me. If I was 10, maybe. I think the novelty of this probably wouldn't last too long. I would get bored. I need something more electronic. I guess it's not bad to have in a collection. I like that it's got a little holder here, as you can see, for the ball itself. which fits just nicely. So that is Strolling Bowling. Simple game, ready to go. Take it with you anywhere. Well, anywhere that's flat. Now let's take a look at the next game, which is Bumbling Boxing. So Bumbling Boxing is, I don't know how to tell you on this one. This is going to be, I think this one does not work, so I'm going to be sad to show you this one. Well, the boxers are there, and they do sit in a little area in the inside that fits them perfectly so they won't move around. Here are the boxers. You've got a brown-haired and a dark brown-haired guy. One wearing yellow trunks and the other one wearing blue. Red gloves, orange gloves. Kind of funny, he's got a black guy on this one already. And this guy's got a little bit of a black eye as well. So, same concept again. You wind up the character, and you just, when it goes, it's going to go at each other, and if it can knock each other out, then obviously the one standing wins. Let me put the platform together here. So it's pretty simple. Here's the ring. Put your guy one end, the other guy on the other end, wind them up, let it go, and see what happens. Now, it's, as you can see, the bowling one, the ball can go anywhere. Same with this. It could go off the platform. I don't know if this is the one that works or not. We'll see. I'm going to wind it up. I think this one does work. Yeah. So you could, this one does not work. This guy, he doesn't really wind up. I mean, you try to spin it, there's no click. There is a way to fix some of these, but there's not like a screw opening the insides of this. You'd have to open up the plastic and then kind of glue it together again. I'm not really trying to fix these. I thought it was just kind of cool to have. So anyways, let me just show you how the one guy would move, how he actually moves, and you could see what kind of movement we're looking at. So that's pretty much it, right? And you can position his gloves too before you release him. So there's his punching action. And you know, you just, let's see if I can knock him out. I'll put him close. Let's see how that works. I mean, there's not even enough power to knock him out, so I can't even give you a demonstration of that. So it is pretty much more of a piece to look at and reminisce from the past. Now, really can't fix this. Like I said, these have no screws anywhere to open up, so you're not going to be able to get to the insides. You could probably open up where the seams are and try to fix it, which is right straight across the sides, as you can see there. I'm not going to do it. It's not necessary because, again, even if you did open it up, it's like the parts probably needed to fix this. You might as well just get another one. There are newer versions of these characters. It's not the one from 1980, but you could always buy them and then use them on the same platform. But I wanted to keep it original, so that's why I have not fixed it, nor have I decided to upgrade it. But I just wanted to show you this is what was something that was entertaining for kids back then, 43 years ago, and it was boxing, and it was just, again, a toy, I think, in my opinion, because really, you can't even knock them out. I think there was more power, obviously, when this was brand new, but still, I mean, what skills are involved but letting it go and seeing if they knock each other out. So that's boxing for you. Bumbling Boxing, to be exact. And then the last of the three is this one called Funny Football that came out in 1981. So you can see the characters on there. The crowd, hot dog, vending guy, and the other side, pretty similar. So let's open this up and let's see what comes with this one. Besides the box, there is instructions, I guess. I forgot I had the instructions in the game itself. So what's cool about this one is there are footballs. I have 2 of them, which are not always found in this game. There are 2 guys, and let's get the field laid out like this. So now it's like, well, how do you play this game? This seems like they can't hold the football. They're not going to kick the football. I mean, they're not going to pass the football. Is it going to be like a boxing one where you just bump and hit each other and knock them down? Well, let me read the instructions here to you. To play, the object is for the football player to score touchdowns by pushing the football down into the opponent's end zone. Once a player is started, he cannot be touched while on the field. Now, a player may be picked up and started again only if he runs down completely or if he falls off the field. If you touch a football player who hasn't run down completely or run off the field, a penalty is called. Really? A penalty? All right. You must then take your player off the field until he is run down completely. Then you must start him up again from your end zone. So it goes on and on and on. So basically, you're going to try to push the football with your player. And it's, you know, what kind of penalty? There's really no, speaking of what kind of penalty you get, the penalty is that what? You're going to go ahead, take your player off the field and go back from the end zone, start all over again. That's the penalty. This is just kind of like one of the games that they're just stretching it to make it a real game. And you got scoring involved too. Each touchdown scores 6 points. The extra point try is started with the ball on the 10-yard line. Offensive player starts from the 20-yard line with the defensive player in the end zone. So if we were going to really play this game, and this is on offense, he's on defense, I would wind him up and let him go, and then he would have to move that football down like that. I can't touch him until he's out, and we'll just say he ran out right there. Now it's like I have another try to do this again, wind it up again. I don't know. It just seems like this. And why do I have 2 footballs in case I lose one? I think this is a game that easily can wear out on these players because you keep winding them up constantly just to try to get them to move the ball. And it's no wonder why these players don't work anymore and they're hard to find. And just like the other one, good luck on trying to going ahead and opening it up because there are no screws to open them up. You'd have to crack it open and hope you don't ruin anything in trying to put it back together again. So, as I said with the other 2, I just try to keep this original. It's just a cool little thing to have to say this was once a game or a toy that was played back in the 80s, early 80s. I like the details, though, to these characters. I mean, it's little face on them, just a little face mask on it, no mouth, no nose. And the other guy, pretty much the same thing. 27 and 32. I don't know. It is a funny football game, just like the name. Don't know if this is something you all have experienced or had before when you were a child, or maybe you saw the commercial for this one, which I've never seen. Again, the only commercial I ever saw on the Tomy games like this was the Strolling Bowling one. But let me know. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this game or the boxing one or the bowling one. Which one of the 3 you think you would have liked or do you like? I mean, for me, if they all work, that is. For me, I'd have to say the bowling one just because there's a little bit of strategy and it could actually work because you are trying to knock down the pins. This just seems to be, I don't know, it just seems like you're just moving things down by hope. This doesn't seem to be much of an excitement for me. If I was to play this with a friend, or even by myself, I think I would be bored within a minute. And I am already bored with this one, to be honest. But it is just kind of nice to have all the pieces, and I thought that's a good collection piece. So wanted to share that and show you again, look at the field. This is in great condition too, which is another reason why I thought, why not? Let me get this. So that pretty much is it for all three of these. Now, Tomy had made, I think, a golf one, but it's more recent. It's not in the early 80s like these three. So let me know if I am missing another one, and I'll have to pursue or look into it. It's not really a handheld game, but it's a game. But it's really a memory. It's what I kind of consider these three. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep that gaming passion from the past alive by living it today. Take care, everyone.